Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your April 2022 monthly messages from Spirit reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This will not resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Sagittarius, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Sagittarius and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles, if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So my intentions for this reading, Sagittarius, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of April, to ask what is happening in April, what is unfolding, and if something has already happened, why has it happened? And basically, I just want to give you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what is going on in April. And this can impact any aspect of your life: career and finances, love and romance, spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forward shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed on loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us now in this space. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl and clearance up the energy as always. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's do this. All right, so let's see what's happening for my Sagittarians in the month of April. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Anyone dealing with the Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. You know, Sagittarius, when I was tuning into the bowl, when I was feeling out the energy, I heard specifically, and feels like this is someone or an energy, a spirit guide, an angel that watches over you, very much watches over you. And they said, I promise you will get there. So I wonder if there's a goal you feel like that keeps slipping out of your fingers. You think you have it in 1 second and the next it just never hits and never fully, is achieved. And some of you are just wondering if it will ever happen for you. And whoever that presence was felt very angelic, very soft, very kind, very nurturing, wanted to let you know, Sagittarius, I'm watching over this for you and it will happen. Wow, but let's see. Oh, okay, so we have the World. Nice. And it says, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Okay, so different messages I'm getting. And for some of you too, where it's like, I promise you'll get there. I wonder if some of you are wanting to travel, wanting to finally, now that restrictions are being lifted, people are feeling more safe to get out there, that there's plans you have about traveling, of visiting friends, visiting family, just going through a experience where you just get out of your home and just go out and live there. And maybe some of you are worried about those plans falling through. Maybe you're really pushing yourself to make it happen, and I think it is meant to happen. And if you have the opportunity to travel, do it. I think Spirit is giving you the big thumbs up that it will be a trip of the lifetime. And others of you too, I don't know why I'm kind of getting this feeling, Sagittarius, that some of you, with whatever that promise was, or that disappointment, or something that you feel like hasn't happened yet, I wonder if you are so focused on a specific outcome that you're not seeing the other possibilities of getting there, the other possibilities that are coming your way. And I'm not saying you have to settle. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that Spirit is trying to let you know, Sagittarius, that yes, your goal, it is important to you. We have your back. We have it covered. But in the meantime, are you opening, giving yourself that peace of mind to explore what you can while you wait for this process? Are you giving yourself the opportunity to enjoy yourself, to have some fun with the journey, to, explore other areas, explore other opportunities? I know my Sagittarians are not afraid of that. There are a lot of signs, like Cancers. Myself, no shade to Cancer, I am a Cancer, but just, is very comfortable with staying in something that is recognizable, that is secure. No, not my Sagittarians. You guys are wild hearts, free spirits. And I feel that, Sagittarius, the world is trying to show you a lot more than maybe what you've been so zeroed in and focused on in the moment. And I feel too that like April's the time where people are going to want to work with you. I feel like some of you have a business or have a hobby that is centered around the World Wide Web, online, whether you do podcasts, YouTube videos, somewhere where it's like digital marketing, whatever, right? It's general. But like, I think, Sagittarius, that resonates with you. Like, your popularity is going to grow. Your recognition is going to grow. People are interested in seeing what you have. You bring something to the world that is unique, that is creative, that is something a lot of people want to invest in, whether that is just becoming your subscriber or your follower, or whether that is actually someone saying, you have talent and I want to, get you further, like an agent, a manager, whatever it is, right? I do feel there's going to be opportunities coming your way, Sagittarius, that is going to put you on a grander scale. And for others of you too, if it's not so grand, right? Not so global or whatever, it's even just putting yourself out there to try new things. Try new things. And pushing your limits to expand. I feel possibilities are coming in or knocking at your door. Some of you are starting to receive them, starting to, accept certain offers and opportunities, and others of you are not seeing what can happen and manifest around you because you're so disappointed that something else hasn't unfolded yet, or something else hasn't, progressed the way you thought it would. It will. We got you covered. But now enjoy what you can do, what you can experience, what you can live, and have a little bit of fun, Sagittarius. I don't know who needs to hear that or why that's coming through. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But it's like some of you have been putting your work or your goal and you've been overworking yourself. You forget to just let loose a little bit. Have friends to invite over to watch a movie or to go out on that night and have a little bit of fun. I don't know. Maybe you'll have more opportunities. People are going to start to invite you to parties, to events, because you're great to be around and they want you to come. So I would definitely take that opportunity up. But I feel overall, with whatever message was for you, expansion is happening. Expansion within all areas of your life. That's what it says here. And it's kind of like the domino effect. Once you kind of give something a shot, once you kind of open yourself to receiving, opportunities, relationships, romances, you're going to be open to everything else the world has to provide to you, the universe has to provide to you. And it wants to give you a lot, Sagittarius, okay? So don't be afraid of not getting there, of not succeeding at it, of not, achieving it. Let's see what else is happening for my Sagittarians in April. There we go. Kanaz, and I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. If you know the correct pronunciation, please put it in the comment box. But what it says is vision, revelation, knowledge, creativity, inspiration, technical ability, vital fire of life, harness power, fire of transformation and regeneration. Wow, yes, I love this for you guys, Sagittarius. So what this is telling me is that, like, what you envision for yourself can be a reality. And when you start to cloud yourself with doubts, when you start to cloud yourself with that little voice that says, it's never going to happen for you, you're never going to make it, it's what's kind of keeping the manifestation or the vision blocked from you. And by just saying this, Sagittarius, you know what? Yeah, I thought I would have this by now, but that doesn't mean it's not meant for me. I've been pulled to this for a reason. I've been guided to this for a reason. And in its right timing, in its perfect form, it will arrive to me. But in the meantime, like, I wonder, Sagittarius, if there are other things you're curious by, like other projects, other hobbies, that while this is getting worked out in the background, you can kind of try to start exploring. You know, what really kind of hit home for me with reading all those words out was like inspiration and harnessed power. And Sagittarius too, like maybe you're waiting for something to arrive in your life. That one thing that will change your life forever that we kind of see so much in these readings, right? Tarot readings on YouTube, like this one thing will make everything happen. But like Sagittarius, I feel a lot of you need to know that with the work you're doing, the actions you're putting forward is what's making this work, is what's making this unfold. And some of you see like slight evidence of that. Some of you haven't seen it at all. But if there is more you can do, if there's more you can put out there into the world, you shouldn't be afraid to do so. For some of you, I don't know, maybe it's like recording your first video or putting your first podcast out there or putting yourself out there in regards to being vulnerable is kind of scary. I 100% understand that. But what I feel for those of you that may be kind of going back and forward, if you should really put yourself all out there, if this is going to hit where you aim your arrow at the stars, will it land? Absolutely. It absolutely will. Again, like some of you need to know that you've been guided to this for a reason. And it's not for you to fail. It's not for you to, just waste your time and energy. It's not that at all. But some things take time. That classic saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's like when you plant a seed in your garden, you're not going to dig that seed up every single time you go out there to check on it just to see if the roots are growing, just to see if it's sprouting. Actually, that would do more damage to the seed than would just like taking care of what you can, nurturing it, giving enough water, sunlight, and then seeing it kind of grow over time. But I feel, Sagittarius, that you guys just need to hear you will be successful. The timing is throwing you guys off. I get that. But like when you have that fire to believe in yourself and to still say, yeah, this didn't work out, but I will make it work another way, a different way. Or if I do put myself out there, if I'm giving it my all, I have good intention. I have a good heart behind this. This is something I feel so strongly for. Spirit will reward you. So yeah, I do feel too, like maybe even the end of April. I don't know why I'm hearing April 25th for someone. That may be an important date. But like around that time is when you're really going to start to see your seeds grow, or you're going to start to see the upclimb in interest, in engagement, in, people wanting to socialize with you, wanting to get to know you, wanting to see what else they can invest in this with you. Because for some of you, this feels very strongly career related with whatever you do, whether it is a corp job or you have your own, creative venue of making your own money. Like, I really do feel that you guys will hit that goal regardless of how long it takes. It will get there. And I think a lot of you will start to see the beginnings of it in April for sure. And a lot of you may already have received that contract, received that offer, received that job, starting to put content out there and you're starting to see people engage with it. Wow. You guys got 2 cards. Okay. And it says number 39, Ascension Lift with this card. And it says, prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. Yeah. So Sagittarius, what's really unblocking, the stagnancy, the, not seeing this work out in the 3D is spiritually motivating yourself, having the belief in yourself, having the belief in the ability that you can create. And even if sometimes it doesn't work out or sometimes you do fall, you get back up again. That's what's really fueling the energy of your manifestations here. And then we also have Mahatma energy, number 29, with that beautiful golden ray. Yeah, a lot of you, I feel like your solar plexus is being enlightened, is being activated, or a lot of you are working on your solar plexus. And it says, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. Yeah, I mean, I feel this whole reading is a pick me up for Sagittarius, is to say, yes, maybe things haven't unfolded yet. Yes, maybe something didn't work out, but that does not mean it's not going to. And that does not show a reflection on the quality you give in your art, in your work, in, you know, your performance or whatever that is. And that actually you are a light in this world for a lot of you guys. Whether that is something on a global scale, like I said, with what you do for your career, or even with your friends and family members, you know how to uplift people. You know how to make people feel special, make them shine. You know, when you enter a room and there was a uncomfortable situation or there's tension, you just know how to lighten up the room, lighten up everyone around you. And now you need to do that for yourself, Sagittarius. You need to give yourself that pick-me-up, that courage, that strength, that fighter energy that I know you have, to know that this will happen for me. There is no other way. I will make this work. And I feel for a lot of my Sagittarians too, you could be seeing certain animals quite recently that keep on appearing in your life. You know, whether that's like a cat or a dog or a hawk or you know, a bear, whatever it is, right? Like if you are one of those people that sees like this repetition of an animal specifically, look that animal totem medicine up. Spirit is sending that animal into your life to tell you something about yourself, to tell you about what you're going through in your life at this time. And I think you'll get a lot of information out of that as well. But yeah, I also feel, Sagittarius too, that through the belief of yourself, through setting that intention, through, you know, kind of telling the universe what it is that you want, what it is that you'll achieve, whether that is through just affirmations or if that's through prayers, like Spirit hears you, Spirit sees you, Spirit sees that you want this so badly, Sagittarius. And the heart and the drive and the will is what Spirit is going to start to uplift you in, reward you with. And for others of you too, like, I mean, you guys are all, this is general and a lot of you are in different timelines, right? But like some of you will get that offer, will get that raise, will get that contract, will get that appraise that will give you the affirmation that the fight was worth it. The belief in myself was worth it. The belief in my co-creation with the universe was worth it. And when you believe in yourself, others will follow. When you don't believe in yourself, you carry that energy of, you know, deflecting away from me. It's unconscious, right? And maybe a lot of you recently have worked on healing your solar plexus, especially if things didn't turn out your way, but still saying, you know what? Yeah, there's a lesson in this, a lesson in whether I just need to work about it in a different way, go about it in a different strategy, or maybe there was something within me that I needed to heal. So when this does arrive, when this does happen, I will be 100% ready to take it all, to be fearless, to be bold, and do what I have to do, right? So a lot of you, like, again, whether this is something that's building up or you are going to see this, you are going, already have, for some of you, had this affirmation, confirmation, like, you're going to start to see a lot of people believing in you because you started that with yourself. As hard as it was, when there were times where you just thought of giving up, thought that you were just not going to ever get there, just thought about quitting, you didn't, Sagittarius. And that's what's leading you to this, you know, I'm really drawn to this cup right here that's being shown. That's the blessing. That's the gift that Spirit wants to grant to you. And when you fill up your own cup, you know, then there will be room to give that passion, that inspiration to others, that they'll want to be a part of your life. They'll want to work with you. They'll want to give you opportunities. I mean, it's all flooding in now. It's starting to. This is your comeback. This is your turnaround. This is when, you know, you start to see the seeds grow. Beautiful. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. don't feel like you give yourself enough credit, Sagittarius, of the work you've done, the healing you've done to raise your confidence, to raise your belief, to raise your, you know, like you're that little fighter spirit that just doesn't give up, and it should be honored because so many people do, Sagittarius. So many people, when it gets tough, it gets hard, you know, they get vulnerable, they're afraid of rejection, they just give up on themselves, and then they don't live a life that would have fulfilled their purpose. But you're not doing that. So Four of Swords. Yeah, so this is coming above the World card. Libra energy, you could have Libra energy in your chart, but it's like, Sagittarius, you've just been waiting for the opportunities to hatch. And others of you too, I just want to be real and say, if it's not for you, just leave it where it is. But like, you've been afraid to open yourself. And maybe again, because you feel so strongly about what you want to put out there, you don't know if you can handle the criticism, you can handle those people who are low vibrational. I mean, me as a content creator, yeah, you get some pretty crappy comments. You get some people who aren't even just looking to hear you out, but just want to tear you down. And that can be hard to deal with. But I hope for whoever's afraid of that, just hear me out on this. Those people are unhappy. Those people are unhealed. And they just want the whole world to come down with them, to bring them into that sadness, that anger. They want to make others feel bad just because they feel bad. And honestly, that's the truth of it all. Anyone who puts something so nasty out there just to make someone else feel terrible with the work they did, with the good intention they had behind it, that's jealousy, that's pain. And that doesn't have to be projected onto you, Sagittarius. Although it's being directed your way, you don't have to accept it. I know this is kind of crude, but my aunt always told me something that stuck with me. It's like if someone handed you a bag of shit, of dog shit to give to you, you don't have to take it, right? You don't have to say, oh, thank you so much. Like, I'll use this. Like, no, you can give it right back to them. Return it to sender. That's just something to think about for some of you guys who are so afraid to put yourself out there. The world is going to catch you. Even if, yeah, unfortunately, when you cast a big net, you'll catch some good catches, you'll catch some crappy ones. Just let them back into the sea, back into the vibration, back into the collective. It doesn't have to be a part of you, and it's definitely not a reflection of you. So don't be afraid to put yourself into the world or to try something new. If that's what you guys, definitely this theme is reoccurring of doing something new. Will I be good enough? Do I have it all? Yes. Yes. And staying comfortable in that isn't going to get you there. Queen of Swords. Love that. More Libra energy. So if you have Libra in your chart, a lot of Libra, I suggest checking out the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there, because it's just coming through so strongly. Yeah, Sagittarius, again, like, you are a fighter. And a lot of you have been through rejection. You have been through people who told you you weren't going to get there. You know, you don't have what we need right now. You're not the person we're looking for. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your application. You know, but it's made you wiser. And I even think so, Sagittarius, if you were to look back on the people who rejected you, the platforms you tried to put yourself out there on, or even the jobs you applied to, if you were to actually look back on it now, you may see that that wasn't the place you needed to be, or the way you were presenting yourself even. Let's just say this, because this is hitting home. You know, especially if you are in the internet industry, content creating, there is a temptation to put a sense of a mask out there, whether it's because of fear of vulnerability or because you feel like you have to be a certain way in order to get clicks, in order to get views, you know, clickbaity type of content, or like you felt like you couldn't really show yourself because if you show yourself, it wouldn't get the attention you needed. That's not what the Queen of Swords is saying, Sagittarius. It's saying actually your authentic, unique self, the true you of who you are, is what's going to make you big, is what's going to make you successful. And by sticking to it and cutting out the doubts, cutting out the beliefs, cutting out the projections, cutting out, you know, the energies that are just trying to tie you down, people to discourage you, those are people that are trying to attach you to make you feel less than. And that's not who you're meant to be. You have an idea, you have a goal, you have determination, and importantly, you're smart. You have strategy, you have intellect. If there has been a roadblock, you know how to get around it. But it's like that unshakable faith within you, Sagittarius, that belief. You know, air is all about mental energy. When, you know, your peace of mind is serving the heart and your heart's true desires. You know, a shake in the road, a log in that fallen over in the road you were going down is nothing to you. It's not going to stop you. You'll just find another way. And I think that's what this is meant to say, Sagittarius. That even if, you know, you put yourself and it takes some time to get known, it takes some time to get out there, you will get there. Like I said, you're very truthful. You're very honest. You're very, you know, and what you have with that honesty is inspiring, is intriguing. That's what leads people in, because there's so many people now, especially, that will just tell you what you want to hear, but it's not actually the truth. You bring that truth. You bring that light. You bring that insight that is unique, that makes other people think. That's magic there, Sagittarius. You're the truth teller. A lot of you, that's the role you have on this earth. And you're meant to share that, even if some people aren't ready to hear it, even if it gets met with, you know, doubt or fear. You're meant to share that. Yeah, beautiful. 4 of Wands. So can I just point out, we have 4-4 here, master number 44, one I see quite often as a light worker myself. Your birthday could be December 4th, December 14th, November 24th for someone out there. You could be seeing 444 quite frequently at this time. This is what the Queen of Swords has their eyes on. Success, foundation, celebration, achievement. Yeah, I feel even for some of you, like what you want to do as far as career, as far as like your lifestyle, you know, you just want to enjoy yourself, have fun, be yourself, be free, document that, show that to the world. You know, it's like a lifestyle that a lot of people don't live, but it makes you happy and that's all you care about, right? But again, like having this free spirit, doing the things you love to do and not having any other reason for it than I like to, I want to, I will, right? That's what's going to bring your success. That's what's going to bring people to your tribe to support you, to enjoy you, to, you know, experience it all with you. People want to have a partnership with you. Definitely romantic, but also business-wise. And I feel for some of you, you are going to be invited, like, again, to an event. Maybe it will involve traveling. Maybe it will be like a concert, a festival, a wedding, whatever it is, right? And I think you're going to have a lot of fun, and you're even going to stand out at that event. People are going to remember you. But even so, celebrating what you're about to achieve for a lot of you. Give yourself that credit. Don't hide yourself, Sagittarius, please. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Yep. Yeah. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is what's going to make it worth it. Again, like this is going to be, remember that seed I was just talking about a few minutes ago? This is the seed that you've grown. This is the seed that you've cared for, nurtured for, and you just had hope in it. But yeah, there were times when you doubted it was ever going to arrive. Here it is. And this is Spirit's way of also telling you it's going to arrive for some of you end of April, some of you very soon. But know that the seed is growing. Know that your intention has been heard, your prayers have been heard, and we are about to give it to you in the 3D form. Again, whether that's through a raise, whether that's through a contract, whether that's through, you know, an invitation to work, to grow, to partner, whatever it is, Sagittarius, it is coming and it is yours. And what is yours shall not be withheld from you, ever. It may take divine timing, but it will not be prevented from you. Wow. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card, and this will be your blessing for the month of April. And this is such a beautiful deck. I am going to read an excerpt from the book because it's so beautifully written. So let's see your final message. Ooh, a blessing on getting older. on growing older, and Aries had this card. Number 38. So yeah, Sagittarius, I feel I'm an intuitive reader. Yeah, we can focus on the words of the card, but intuitively what I kind of feel with this is that what you have learned on your journey to get here, what you have endured, what you've had to re-strategize, what you've had to learn and grow from, like more than age, I feel this is like your soul. This is what you have had to, endure to get to where you are, and the lessons that you've gone through were worthwhile. Yeah, they were definitely frustrating. Yeah, at times they tested your strength, but it was all part of who you've become today, what you put out there, the belief you have in yourself. This is crone energy. And again, that doesn't mean you could be, but it doesn't mean that you're physically old. This is just, I don't know, the growth you've been to up until this point. So let's go ahead and read the excerpt. Okay. So it says, a blessing on your ripening years for maturity and wisdom, for knowledge earned through the doing of sacred things, the fulfillment of magical tasks. As you know now, it is a blessing to still be here. No matter how challenging the life, every life is a gift, for as long as you can breathe in and out and you see the cycle of the sun. The growing years and the ripening of your life is the time of satisfaction and observation of the consequences of choices made and actions taken long ago. May the beginning of the time of your old age be most blessed. May there be those willing to learn from you, and may the wisdom you have gathered be shared out like ripe corn harvested at the edge of autumn's end. May you see the changing, of the body, the alteration of the face, and form as the mark of the wheel upon you, and may your old age be blessed with good health, companionship, and friends who have journeyed far along the way with you. Let there be a warm fire in your home, about which you can tell the stories of your life, and may there be ears eager for the tales of the adventures of your life, however humble they may seem to be. May your back be strong and straight, and your eyes clear and far-seeing. May your hands not ache with cold, but open wide to take the hands of the youngest, and one hand reach into the other side of this life, where the ancient ones await you. May you not fear your mortality, or bemoan the blessing of the many years you have gathered. May there be fresh starts, even in this twilight age of your life, and when it comes time to be cared for, may many hands smooth the sheets, light the fire, bring to you nurturing foods, and join you with talk and laughter and true affection. May you not grow bitter at the passing of youth's bloom, but celebrate the wisdom of the many years you have lived. Let your old age be a blessing to you, with freedom's uninhibited speech and an unshackling of expectations. Let this be a freedom beyond that of the body, and may your spirit quest for every drop of wisdom from the cauldron and drink it down as lustily as a babe takes mother's milk. For you are ancient once again, and we need you, elder, to show the young ones the way. Do not be invisible and refuse to isolate yourself. Be conspicuous, noisy, and grateful, and you will be most loved in return. You of the white hair, of the time-dappled skin, and of the wonders of the years. Yeah, Sagittarius, I have a couple things to say about this. I mean, the ending really resonated with me of not hiding yourself, and maybe even thinking, because it hasn't worked, I'll just give up, hide on it. No. A lot of you, what I felt with this card here is that what you're achieving, you will be known for. What your goal is, you will be known for. Whether that, again, is on a big scale, a small scale, you will leave your mark. People will remember you. I mean, that's already something you have in what you've led up to this time period now. You leave an impression, you leave a mark. And that's what's happening for you here, Sagittarius, and you have learned so much on this journey. More about yourself than anything else, more about what you can give, more about your gifts, more about your talents. And with that unshakable understanding, you will continue to grow it. It will continue to prosper, and it will be long lasting here, the seed you've grown. It will last a lifetime for a lot of you. What an amazing reading, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way. I hope it's giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's happening in your life in April. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.